Hi guys, and welcome to Visual Basic tutorial of a math app. And right here I have 49 plus 19, and for your information, this app only calculates using integer. And right here, if you get the answer wrong, the answer will be displayed over there. If you get the answer right, you will have a point awarded to you there. So we have exit, clear, and reset. Now let's try this out. Check out the result. There we go. And
71 minus 19, what is the answer?
A point is awarded. So I'm going to pretend and get this one wrong.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 52.
And the system will give you the
87
right
minus
answer.
7, what is the answer? (31 plus 13), what is the answer?
And we enter the right answer. If we accumulate 3 points, we should be able to go to the next level. Click on the result and check.
87 plus 16,
now
what is the answer?
We're back on level 2 of the math app, and as you can see, we have a timer there. If this timer takes you up to 0, guess what? The system will log you off. Okay, so what I'm going to do now,
the game is
as
over.
you can see, the game is over because I get logged off by the timer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual Basic Development Environment, and we'll put one of these together. Let's do that now, guys. Okay, let's start a new project. I'm going to right click and just select Visual Studio 2022. I'm going to click on Next and select Create New Project. I will select Visual Basic, that would be Windows Forms Application Visual Basic, and click on Next. Now let's give that project a name. Just call it VB underscore math. So that's going to be the name of my app, VB underscore math underscore app. There we go. Now the development environment is ready. Okay. Now I'm going to go straight into the project and add 2 more forms. That's form 2. Make sure it is form number 2. Okay, click on add, and let's add 1 more. I need 3 in total. We have form number 3 added. There we go. Select each of the form and change the font size to 1386 by 788. The choice is yours, whatever your resolution is. Okay, that's for the form 3 taken care of. I'm going to do the same thing for the form number 2. I've already copied it and just paste that in there. And let's do the same thing for the main form, which is form number 1. There we go, all done. Now let's go straight into the toolbar, and I'm going to look for panel. Grab the panel, just draw it there, right over there. And I'm going to change the color of this panel to cadet blue. So let's go to the back color here and just enter cadet blue. There we go. I will then copy it across, click and drag. We have 2, and click and drag. Bring this right down here. Hold on to your control, just click and draw. That is my cadet blue in there. That's fine. Well, I'm going to add another panel right there, and I've changed the color of this panel to control. There we go. I'll copy this panel and bring it down. So we have 1 panel here, 1 Hold on to the control. We have 2 and we have 3 now. And this very panel, I'm also going to copy it for the others. So let's reduce that. Hold on to control, click, bring it up here, and repeat the same thing for what we have down here. Alright, I'm now going to add labels. So let's come up here and just grab a hold of label, paste one in there, and I'm going to copy this very label, bring it here, and one here as well, and maybe one here. Okay, let's just increase the font first. I'm going to change this one to something much more readable. I'm going to make that about maybe 50. Alright, just take it up, and in there let's enter as follows: Visual Basic .NET Math App. There we go. And maybe make that bold. There. Something like that. Now this one's here. Let's increase the font size. I'm going to make that 28. So let's come right down here, bold 28. Right. Very good. Just paste it dead center. Just hold on to it and copy it. Copy here. And I'm going to copy here as well. And copy this. Let's bring it down here. And copy here. Then we will also need some more on the other side. And one here and one here. There. Change this very one to change the appearance to, okay, make that auto size, that will be true. And border style, fix 3D. Just get rid of the text content on it. There, that's the first one. I'll change that to, instead of fix 3D, I'm going to change it to fix symbol. Alright, with a line across it. And this will be value 2. Okay. Now let's add a text box. One text box here. Bring that here. And just change the font of that one to 28 bold as well. There we go. And that's what's going to happen with the other components. So I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys. Now you know how to add the components. And right there, and I've also added buttons here. There we go. And each of the components do have a name now. So let's save that, and I'm just going to click on run and see how that looks like. Alright, that's how it's looking now. Okay, that's one thing I'm going to have to do. Let's make sure the form is centered. So let's select the form and the properties. Let's scroll right down. Make sure the form is selected. Come into start position and get that centered. And I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other forms. Get this centered as well. And number 3, get that centered. Now, copy every single component we have on form 1. So just select Ctrl A, copy, and let's go into form 2 and just paste that in there. There we go. On form 2. There. And for level form 2, I'm just going to change that to level 2 Math App. There. And I'm also going to copy this, just paste it right up there. That will be my timer. There we go. Alright, so for form number 3, let me copy this, and I'm going to come in here from number 3. I'm just going to let's copy this. Let's copy that. Copy everything in there and delete it. Delete what we don't need. Come in here, just paste that in here. Dead center. Right. And minimize this. Okay, that's fine. Let's delete what we don't need. Delete, delete. Bring this all the way. And get rid of every other thing. Bring this here. All we just need in there is something that says game over. Change that to game over. Make sure it's selected and bring it down. And increase the font size just a little bit more. Make that 72 bold. There, that's it. That's form number 3 taken care of too. Alright. Okay then. Save that. Now let's go back straight to form 1. Right here inside form 1, I'm going to do as follows. Let's double click on the form itself. Oh, wait a minute. Before that, let's go into the project. Click on the project and let's select. We need to add a reference. Okay, add reference. I'm going to need that for the speech. And right in there, just type in speech. That's the speech in there. Click on that. There, speech is officially added. Now double click on the form. And right above the public class, I intend to import as follows. Let's say import. I'm going to import a speech. A speech system dot speech dot synthesize. There. I'm also going to import media. That is system dot media. There we go. All done. And one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the project. I intend to import in sound. So click on the name of your project and let's go to resources, add string, click on string, add audio. Then on the other side we have add resources. Click on add resources, click on add existing resources, and in there what I'm looking for is, okay, let's go into my C# or C++. I think I do have some sound in here somewhere. There we go. Copy all of those, click on add. There. Those are all your sound. Okay, that's fine. Now back to the form. You can get your sound anywhere, so that's cool. So back to my form and double click on that form again. I'm now going to import the following or create the following variables. Just about 4 of those for now. Dim, sappy. Sappy will be used for the sound. That should be dim. That's going to be as new. Let's say speech synchronizer. There we go. Then I'm also going to create a random number generator. Let's say as new. That's another object. Random. And dim. I'm going to just call that Arithmetic Operator. Operator, as that would be string character. It's a dim, another one. I'm going to call that AddValue as integer, and I'm going to initialize that with 0. There. Okay, and right below it, let's create a function. I'm going to call it, let's copy this, paste that here. We call it As Operator. Alright, there we go. That's my function created. Inside my function, I'm going to declare the following variables, so they're all going to be integer. So let's grab all of this and just paste it in there. Paste that in here, and I'm going to change the name to number1. That's number1, and number1 is going to take in the following random number dot next, and this is going to be the random number in there from as of 24 to 90, 98 or 99, whatever. There we go. That's my first variable generated within or inside my function. Copy and paste that. So the next one is number 2, and I'm going to make that 1 to 23. There. And create another one. This other one is going to be for my operations, and I'm just going to make that 1 to 5. 1 to 5. That's going to be for the operators. So let's just enter let's say operations as integer as well. Declare another variable that will be for, I'm going to use that for my for loop. So that's integer, and allocate a value of 1 in there. Now, and I want, when you run the program, this very one here, that's called txt result, I believe. Yeah, that's correct. I want the system to focus straight onto it. So right underneath here, I'm going to say dot focus. There we go. And now let's use a for loop. So let's just say for I, let's name I as integer as well. That's integer. And underneath here, I'm going to use a for loop in this. Let's say for I, that is going to be equals 1 to number. Now, okay, and right in there, I'm going to create a select statement, and that is going to be select from operator right here. Paste that underneath here, and the very first case is going to be 1. Remember, that is 1 to, or that should be 1 to 5, not 58 operators. It's 1 to 5. I'm only going to use 5 of those. So the very first one is going to be the arithmetic operator is going to take in this value. Paste that in there, equals the plus sign. There. And if that is taking in the plus sign, and I want this text box, this one here, let's grab the name of that, text box 1, come back in there, text box 1 dot text, and that's, we need to convert whatever is going into it, dot convert to string. And what are we converting? That is whatever value we have inside number 1. Copy that, and paste that for number 2. Change this to 2, and this is txtNum2. Right, once that is done, we now need Sappy to say something. I'm going to say Sappy dot speak as in, there we go. And I want Sappy to do as follows. So the text box 1 here, grab all of that, paste that in here. I'm going to say plus. I want Sappy to read this out, plus. Let's add another plus in there. That will be text box 2. Read that out for me. Text box 2, and let's say, what is the answer? There. That is the first one taken care of. So I'm going to copy that. Let's copy everything there. Come down here, and this is going to be select case 2. Change this one to 2, and this will be maybe minus. There we go. And the next one as well. Paste and paste another one. This is case number 3 and case 4 here. And this is division, so I'm just going to say divide by, or divided by, enter a column. Make sure you put a column in there, else Sappy will get it wrong. And this one is going to be multiply. Multiply by, let's enter by as well, there. And that is it. And this, we need to change this one to that. Let's multiply, divide by. Okay, and right underneath here, let's just say case else. That's the 5th one. Case else, and we just display message box. Message box dot show, let's say invalid input, comma, and that is the title, mass app, and comma, just enter another argument there, message box button, let's say dot OK, comma, another argument, message box icon. I'm going to make that information, and there, that is it, done. However, right underneath here, I'm going to now ask my lblOperator to display the operator. This is the lblOperator. Okay, display whatever kind of operator that we may have in there. Right underneath here. Dot text, that will be equals whatever the operator is. Just paste that in here. There, that is it, done. All I then need to do is to call this very function inside my form load, and that is my form load right here. To get to your form load, all you need to do is double click on the form, and that's the function form load. Paste that in there, and you can just put call. There we go. That is it, done. So I'm going to run that. Let's see how that's going to work. Click on run.
41 divided by 15, what is the answer?
You hear that, guys? So you just need to enter the right answer. So in this case, 41 divided by 15 to the nearest whole number, so I'm going to say is 3 there. So if we have actually run this, add some lines of code in here, this will validate whatever I enter in there. And if it's incorrect, the answer will be displayed in here. With that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.